Well, hello and welcome to Reviews It. Today we're back here at the King's Gun Center and we have one gun specifically to talk to you about, but as we get going with that, today we're going to be shooting the brand new, released to California, Sig Sauer 320X right here on Reviews It. I got Austin sitting with me today. It was Oscar yesterday, but it's Austin today, right?
It changes.
Now, in prior videos we've done together, you've been accused of being lackluster and not interested.
Really?
Yeah, I get those things like, I don't know why they're saying that. So today you're going to see a different side of this guy because he's a really good guy. And I think he was a little bit camera shy last time we did this. So I think we can maybe have a little bit more fun today with this one, right? Before we get into the 320X, let's talk about one of the other brand new guns to California, and then we'll get into this. And that's just a real quick introduction. Bring it up here.
All right.
We've had the Hellcat and Hellcat Pro now for about a year in California, and now we have the Hellcat Bitone and Hellcat Pro Bitone or two-tone stainless out there. Nice and clean looking.
Oh, it's beautiful.
A lot of people like the fact that these all do have the optics on them, and it's not stainless, you know, because it's just a plate right there. So it has the different colors, and you know, the black on silver looks really good, especially if you're a Raider fan. Yeah. We got an anti-Raider fan sitting back over here somewhere and behind us here. So, by the way, San Francisco 49ers, if you ever need a new general manager, Anthony, one of my staff members, can tell you how to run your company right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, here it is. This is the brand new release to California 320X. And this is the full duty size. I don't think the compact is released yet, but it's coming. But yeah, here is a monster of a gun right here, and I can't wait to shoot it. This gun right here, the M18 came out first, which was the tan military issue looking one. And now they have the X out here, and a few things that are a little bit different about this one are, well, first of all, it still has the modular control system. You know, the trigger system that comes in and out. So you can put different grips on this thing, you can do all those kinds of things. But this one here, compared to the M18, has a separate plate from the rear sight.
Oh yeah, so you can keep the same sight without having to
take your whole gun apart and put a optic on there. So this one's optic cut ready, and you just unscrew it and put the new one back on it. Pretty simple that way. What are some of the stats on this gun?
Oh, I know it's got the X flat face trigger.
That trigger, we were testing it earlier, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Keep going.
All right, definitely. It's got the X full size, X grip, a little bit of water grip, which I actually like it after holding it for a bit. What else? So it's, for its size, it's not too bad.
9.2 inches long at the top, 130 inches wide, and height is 5.6.5 or 5.5 inches tall. California comes with 10 round magazines, but if it was a regular gun, it would come with 17s in it. If we can get our laws, you know, Duncan decision done, which should be coming soon now that the other one's been heard up in DC.
Which I'm excited about. The
sight radius is 6.6, and the barrel length is 4.7 inches on this gun. So yeah, this thing has every marker to match up with the M18, to match up with the M&Ps, to match up with the Echelons and all those other guns that are now on the market. And not necessarily in California, but they're trying to stay up with the striker fire market and come out with these guns for our shooters out there. Looking at the gun though, it looks very similar, except for the fact that this one does have a safety on the back here. So it does have a safety on the back, slide lock safety kind of thing. And it's just, it's got the night sights already built onto it. So that's pretty nice. And it's all built with the stainless steel slide, and then it's Parkerized black. All those things that, it's called the Nitron finish. Yes. What's up, guys?
They got to stand out, you know?
Yeah, I know. They got to make it their own thing. I guess the best way to talk about this gun is to take it into the range and give it, I don't know, let's poke some holes in some targets. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Everybody's been dying to shoot this gun, so hey, let's go in the range. Full disclosure, I have the Echelon from Springfield. I adore that gun. Really adore that gun. I am excited to put it up against this bad boy here, the 320X. Let's give it a go. This thing is spot on. I had to catch the trigger once. The back pressure on the trigger is a little bit light, so for it to go back to reset, but it's right there when you need it. But sometimes I wish there was a little more pressure going back so it stays tighter to your finger as you're resetting it. Sometimes you try and reset too fast and you come off the trigger. But I tell you what, let's go up here. Here's Austin's shots right here. And these are my 10 shots. This was my second shot. I just kind of rushed it. But there's all my shots inside the 2.5-inch ring there. For the most part, it shoots like a full frame gun. It shoots really, really well. And good grip. Kind of wish there was a little more grip on the face of this thing. It feels like I'm not gripping too much on the front here, but it's just enough right there. But why don't we go back to the table and finish this up. Well, we're back out of the range right now. Anthony just went in there with the gun, so he's bringing it out right now, I hope. Is he bringing it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up here, bud. And wow, I mean, SIG's got a great little product there.
For sure.
Thank you very much. Get over here right in the middle. Since you got to go back to work, what do you think?
Oh, the trigger was amazing. Once I got used to the way the sights are, it's a little different than the Springfield. I lasered the last 5 rounds. The trigger was amazing, dude.
Good. Good. Well,
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So what did you think?
I agree with him. That trigger, it's good. It's amazing.
If I were to make this trigger 10% better to make it perfect, it would have a little bit more back pressure. So if you're rapid firing or you're going back out too quickly, it stays with your finger instead of getting a gap between your fingers. Sometimes I wish a trigger would push my finger back instead of just get light on my finger. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's what threw me off for a few of my shots, because as soon as I'd release it to try and
it would have a hesitate a little bit, and then it would go out.
Yes.
And I missed one reset on my shots when I was in the range. Fit and feel?
It fit pretty good.
For my hand, I felt my little finger coming over this bump right here at the bottom. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I mean, it's for someone with larger hands, maybe small.
This is supposed to be the full-size gun, and the base of this right here flares out, and I could feel that on my little finger when I was shooting it. And this is supposed to be a full-size gun.
And that's the only thing with that little bit of a flare. Your finger sits right underneath that, along with the magazine.
Yeah, it sits right on the magazine and that little flare. But other than that, though, I mean, the sights were dead on. I think our targets look good.
Yeah.
We were at 7 yards today. I tell you, I love my Echelon. I do. But if it was 6 of one, half dozen the other, this one here is right up there with it, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And it already comes with the flat trigger. It already comes with a lot of the gear. This one does have a manual safety on the rear, which to me, because it doesn't have the 2-stage trigger like the Echelon has to have this one back here. I prefer a safety trigger over a manual safety.
Yeah.
And you don't have to use it as long as it's holstered. But yeah, another thing I found out this gun does, and you know, we're empty here. This morning when I was playing with this thing, I racked the slide forward. I put the safety on. I pressed the trigger and then I dropped the safety. Boom.
No. Okay.
So I actually fired this gun by dropping the manual safety. with my finger on the trigger.
So, I mean, you can train yourself to pretty much fire as soon as that safety's off. Gee.
Exactly, exactly. But you know what? It's ready to go with optic cut. It's got the night sights already built onto it. This one here is, oh gosh, about $850, $875, something like
Around
that.
there, yeah.
Eight and a half for this gun, which is just SIG. They always are very proud of their guns.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But definitely, if this was, it's a contender in the market. It surely is a contender in the market, and I'm pretty excited that they came out with this for California.
I can't wait to see what the macro does.
Yeah. And then hopefully we can get the 365 Legion.
Oh, that would be nice.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be nice.
That would be very, 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 very cool. Well, there you go. That is the Sig Sauer 320X California, ready and legal, right here on Reviews It. For Austin, I'm Todd, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.